Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit RayconGlobal.com. That's RayconGlobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Shout out to BVO Boxing. You understand? Check the boy out. Check the kid out. You understand?
What's good? What's good? Back with another episode of BVO Boxing. You in the house with your boy D Free, Prize Fighter and Crush. What's going on with you fellas?
What's poppin', bro?
Peace, brothers. Peace.
What's going on?
Hey, so did y'all get a chance to catch the final press conference for Tank Davis and Lamont Roach?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, Crush.
Yes. I did. I was going to hit you guys up because I knew y'all was watching it. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. It's good to see Calvin there for all you haters out there. Keep putting out all this, that nonsense. He's not winning no more, this, that, and the other. He was right there. And like they said, it's nothing personal. It's business. They got history, a lot of respect with one another, but they know come Saturday night, all that is to the side. They got to handle business. That's what boxing is about. It ain't about some old personal stuff, and they very close, like really like Tank and Lamont. They really like family, like they really tight with each other, but they going to handle business and somebody's getting laid the F out. But I like Tank, and shout out to Tank because Tank said he's going to be respectful with his mouth. He didn't say the thing he wanted to say because he heard that Lamont mother was there, so he said he want to be respectful because mom was there. So shout out to Tank Davis for that. Talk about that. He's a gentleman. He said, man, I ain't going to talk the way I want to talk sports talk because his mother is here. But mama know, come fight night, he can be polite when it's time to throw those punches. And I think it was very nice, man. And everybody looked like they locked and loaded. And I think before I pass the mic that this card, y'all talk about comparison. I think this card going to turn out to be better than what you guys are thinking. I think every match that night, they coming to deliver, and they all going to be cooking on 3 burners, in my honest opinion, and I pass the mic.
Yeah, I saw the conference. Pardon me. Good to see brother Calvin there. Me and Crush, we agreed. We told y'all. I told y'all. I said that man got that man tattooed on his body, bro. I feel like he's a father figure more so than anything. So it was very good to see him, and he talked a little bit. He's supporting the fight, and that's what it's all about. But once I see them press conferences like that, I normally get excited for the fight because the talking is over now. There's no more talking. We got to get in there and see what Lamont can do, and I think Tank is going to stop him kind of early because I just think that Lamont is going to be taking risks because he coming in here like he don't got nothing to lose. He's real calm. I think he's going to go in there and make a major mistake and pay. But I want to see a good fight. Like I said, Lamont Roach, a lot of people question he don't got no fans. Well, I'm a Lamont Roach fan. I just don't think he can win this particular fight. That doesn't mean I'm not going to root for him in his next fight or the fight after. But at the end of the day, like I'm rocking with both the young brothers from the DMV and may the best man win. But I think Tank is going to put him out early, man, like 4, 5. I think he's going to make a mistake, a big fatal mistake, and it's going to be all she wrote.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, it was a nice press conference. I mean, Davis definitely answered all of the questions that a lot of his haters had, that he had kicked Calvin out of his camp and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I told y'all Calvin wasn't gone nowhere. He was going to be there. And he told everybody, no, I have all of these guys in my camp. Every last one of them has been training me. Kenny, Calvin, and
Boogie.
Hunter. Yeah,
Yep.
Hunter. So it wasn't nothing. He just wanted to change up a little bit to better himself. So I had no problem with what he was doing. I knew that Calvin wasn't going nowhere. He had stated long time ago that Calvin wasn't gone anywhere. But everybody kept saying, "Oh, we don't see Calvin at these press conferences and this, and that." Well, now all the haters can shut up because you saw Calvin there. He was sitting on the stand, up on the stage, right along with Tank Davis. He spoke right after Barry Hunter spoke. So all of that doubt that he wasn't going to be in the camp, all that's out the window. We all know that Tank Davis has his full team. And Barry Hunter told everybody, I've been dealing with Tank Davis since he was 9 years old.
Right.
Since he was 9, he was dealing with him. Right. So this ain't something new. And I said maybe he wanted to get with Barry Hunter because Barry Hunter has worked close with Lamont Roach. They work together. So he knows Lamont Roach better than anybody else that's in Tank's camp. So maybe that's the reason why he got Barry Hunter as the head trainer for this fight, because he knows Lamont Roach is not a slouch, and he knows Lamont Roach is going to come to win the fight, and he knows how good Lamont Roach really is.
Right. That, like, all three of us agree. We've been saying, like, the haters was going crazy, like, oh, this Calvin, and but I
don't know what happened to Prize. He cut out.
Yeah, he cut out. You good, Prize?
He'll come back. He probably got a call or something. He'll bounce back.
My bad.
All right, there you go. Yeah, what would you say?
I had a phone call. No, I basically was saying all the haters was just like all three of us. We was kept telling everybody, calm down, bro. The man ain't going nowhere. It's business. It's nothing personal, and it's nothing going to transpire out of this. But Calvin clearly been around, but D Free just educated y'all that for the ones who didn't know that he's worked closely with Lamont Roach. So why not bring in Barry Hunter? Like you said, he been rocking. Both of them been rocking him forever. So it is what it is.
Yeah. What's going on, Josh Sanders? Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, another thing that I learned yesterday, because I went and saw the interview that Barry Hunter did, and the one insight that he gave me that stood out amongst all of the interview that he did, the one thing that stood out to me the most was the fact that he said Tank Davis is not retiring. He's like, Tank Davis got like another 10 years left in him. So he's going to be around for a long time. And he said Tank Davis basically was saying what he said because he was upset. He was upset for whatever reason. He was upset. He was emotional. And so he told everybody he's going to retire. But he's like, Tank Davis ain't going nowhere. He got a lot left. He got a lot left to prove. So he's going to be around. What's going on, Big Dog Willie? He said Tank Duck never. Hey, and that's what some people would say, but the people that know the fact know that it was never a duck.
A Big Dog come in. Shout out Big Dog Willie, y'all. That's his opinion, though. You know, people got good reasons why that happened. You know why they're saying that, but I mean, I don't get caught up with that stuff. I just want to see fights.
But I mean, so there's another thing that I want to talk about. A lot of people saying that this fight is not selling. People are not buying the tickets. Well, I went on Ticketmaster today. I literally went on Ticketmaster, and that entire arena is pretty much sold out. Literally, it's pretty much sold out. They got roughly about 500 tickets left. They sold 18,426 tickets.
New York gonna show up though. You know, they like stuff like that out there.
He already then broke his record that he did with Rolly Romero when he broke the record. So he done already broke the record that he broke. So I mean, it's Tank Davis and this Lamont Roach fight. The more people hate on the fight, the more people is drawn into the fight. Because one thing about casual people, when you start downplaying certain stuff, certain movies, certain sporting events, people are going to tune in to figure out why you downplaying it. And once they tune in, they were like, hold up, this fight might be better than what a lot of people think. Let me buy this daggone fight. Let me buy this fight because the way these guys are talking, they talking like this is going to be a super event. So, I mean, the people saying ain't nobody buying, but the fans, like I said, Tank Davis fans is going to come out. They're going to come out and they're going to definitely show up. He
Especially
has
it's not
loyal
that
fans.
far, free. That Baltimore to New York is not that bad of a ride. You cop a room, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
I mean,
you be all
to
right.
Brooklyn from Baltimore to Brooklyn is roughly about 3 hours.
That's what I'm
That's a
saying.
3 hour trip.
So people gonna show, and then Lamont's people gonna show up too. I don't think he'll have more than Tank, but I still think Lamont got some people gonna show up. But
Yeah, for
that
for
just shows
for
you what Tank Davis can do with anybody. You
yeah,
know.
from DC to Brooklyn is roughly about 3 hours and 45 minutes, somewhere around
Hmm.
there. So they're gonna come out. They already
Hmm.
there. There's a lot
They
of people
already
from
there.
DC. There's a lot of people from DC already there. There's a lot of people from Baltimore that's already there
And then New
because
York
they
is going to finish filling the venue out because it's something to do in the city.
yeah. I mean, he already told you. He said Brooklyn is like his second home because
Hmm.
that's where he won his first title at. And
And
so
Brooklyn showed Tank love too, free hella love.
yeah, they always show out for Tank. So this won't be the last event that he do in Brooklyn. He'll do another one. Um, but what's going on, Tommy? But on another note, there's some speculations about the whole Turkey interfering with the fights this past weekend. And a lot of people is really upset with the whole Turkey situation. Do y'all think that what Turkey did this past weekend is going to have an influence on boxers wanting to go over to Turkey and risk their winning streak or risk losing a big fight dealing with Turkey?
I mean, Turkey. I mean, I'm kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out with Turkey. I don't know what's his game plan, but I mean, that's the turnoff for fighters,
Yeah,
I'm sure. Now, maybe the money can turn them on to say, I don't care about none of that, but it depends. But I feel like that what he did was not justified. I don't think it was good. I don't think that was good to be telling people scorecards and all that. I thought that was kind of corny, but again, we have to wait and see. But right now, like what Brother Crush just said, don't sleep on this card, bro. We got
yeah.
Gary Antoine Russell and Rayo. That's a good damn fight.
Yeah, and
So
that's another point that I want to get to after we finish with this one. My thoughts on the whole situation. Um, yeah, he could offer some money to intrigue the fighters to want to come over there and fight if the money is good enough. But I think based off of what Tank Davis said when he did his interview, and he said it felt like he had to knock Devin Haney out because Turkey was saying that that's his guy. It kind of brings some truth to what Tank was saying because we saw what Turkey did, and we saw the outcome of some of those fights, and he might be well in his right to feel the way he felt. I gotta go over there. So if I gotta go over there, I gotta knock him out. Well, I gotta make it worth my while. You're gonna have to pay me extra money. I gotta make it worth my while because there's a good chance that I could lose if I don't get a chance to catch him with the knockout shot.
yeah, people. I mean, after this weekend, the past weekend, I don't even see a problem with him saying that no more because like what Turkey did wasn't cool, man. We don't need that in the sports. There's already a lot of people that don't want the fights over there. We gotta wait. We gotta wake up at 11. Start watching fights at 11:30. We ain't even cut our grass, go grocery shopping, get our turn up for the fights or whatever.
Yeah,
And it's already a pain in the behind as it is. We don't need you doing what you did. We don't need that. The sport doesn't need that.
right.
So just let the sport continue to grow and prosper. But we don't need all that kind of that silly stuff like turkey, man.
Yeah. What's going on, CDK? Yeah. So, but the co-main event, Antoine versus Rayo. Um,
Hmm.
that fight right there is gonna be that's gonna be a good fight.
That's a fun fight.
It's gonna be a good fight because um, and Rayo acknowledged that Antoine is definitely a knockout artist. He knows exactly what he's dealing with Antoine. And Antoine said he took that loss more as a lesson than he took it as a loss. And so he coming back with revenge. He said he got a chip on his shoulder. So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see nothing but fireworks in that fight.
This is his time to shine, dog. Like this Gary time right here. And I think that if he's focused, I saw couple Gary Russell interviews, Gary Russell Jr. interviews, and he seems like he's locked in. Antoine, I'm sure he's locked in, and I think it's gonna be fireworks in that fight. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if that go to distance. I don't like that's like 50-50 to me. But El Rayo looked super sharp in his last fight. Not so much with Antoine, but I think Antoine is. I don't, it's not like he got his behind beat the pillar the post. He lost the fight, but I think he's gonna bounce back with a vengeance. This one, I think he knows this is his. You never know, man. This might be his only shot right here, and people don't like messing with them Russells like that for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think they're all pretty good fighters, but like this, you can't blow this right here. You got to go out here and win convincingly. So Saturday, you got to do it. He has to.
This very well could be his last opportunity at a title because, like you said, I mean, Al Haymon likes Antoine. He does like Antoine, but a lot of people are not lining up to fight Antoine. Antoine is one of those guys where if you're not on your A game, he's going to knock you out. And you don't want to get in a ring with a guy like that. That you have to be 100% every moment of that fight because Antoine is a power puncher and he's going to pressure you the entire fight. He's going to make you have to fight. So a lot of guys are not lining up to fight Antoine. That's the reason why Antoine hasn't been. His name hasn't been spoken amongst the top guys. Nobody's has mentioned Antoine's name like that. So I mean, yeah, this could very well be his last opportunity at a title fight. Um, I think he's gonna
That's
go out there
stupid
and
too.
put on a good show because yeah, Arayo he had a great show in
Hmm.
his last fight with Pitbull. But the thing is, Pitbull is not Antoine. Pitbull doesn't have the footwork that Antoine has, and
Athleticism.
he's not as big as Antoine. So Arayo was able to do stuff with Pitbull that he probably won't be able to do with Antoine because of the size advantage that he had. He was the longer fighter. He was the taller fighter. He was the quicker fighter. He doesn't have all of those advantages over Antoine. What's going on, Killer Mike?
Yeah, he not as athletic as Antoine. It's just so much stuff that Antoine does better, but I feel like El Rayo is a little bit more seasoned. You know what I'm saying? He's been knocked out before. So I mean, like I said, El Rayo not trying to blow his opportunity because if El Rayo can go out here and convincingly win, dog, man, it's up for him. It's up for Rayo, dog. Like if he come in there and win, dog, man. But I hate to say that this is Gary Antoine's last opportunity because he's still very young. But that just shows you how boxing is, bro. He gonna go way to the back of the line. Ain't nobody gonna, cause they don't want to fight him now. So we
Right.
got a lot of background, bro. We got a lot of background.
No, that's my ceiling fan. That is
But
such a ceiling fan on.
yeah, but like I said, it's stupid to even say that this could be his last opportunity. But this how boxing go. They don't even want to fight the Russells as it is. So if he go out there and get smoked or just beat 9-3, 8-4, man, he gonna go way in the back of the line. But if he can go out there and make it competitive, maybe probably win or get a draw, then people will, want to see it again. But I hate that it's boxing like that because he too young of a fighter to be like, oh, this is his last opportunity. That's kind of bogus. I do
Yeah,
too,
I mean,
Josh.
yeah, Tommy. Yeah, I think Arayo has the advantage as far as the corner because he got Robert Garcia in his corner. So I think he does have the advantage as far as the corner. But other than that, I don't think he's a bigger puncher than Antoine. I don't think he's quicker than Antoine. I don't think he has better footwork than Antoine. Um, so if anything, they're even across the board.
Mm-hmm.
But the corner, yeah, I would give that to El Rayo, but that's probably the only thing that I give to El Rayo. I think everything else, at best, they're even, or it's an advantage for Antoine. So but moving on to the J Rock fight, I think this might be J Rock's last opportunity. I think this is his last opportunity. I didn't know that there was 4 title fights on this card. They said there's 4 title fights on this card. I didn't know that it was 4 titles. I knew about the 2, but I didn't know that it was 4. Who else got a title?
Say it again, Free.
They said there's 4 title fights on this card. I know about the 2, the co-main and the main event, but where's the other 2 title fights at? Who else got a title?
I have no idea. I'm trying to pull it up now, the fight card. Yeah.
Unless they
You
talking about
you got Pulo and Sandor Martin for a lightweight.
Oh, that's
title.
right. That's right. That is
Yeah.
a title. That's right. He does got a title.
And you got Julian Williams and how you say it? Tellez. You ain't
I know what you're talking about. I forgot how to say
I
his
can't
name.
pronounce his name, but that's not a title fight though. Jared Hurd, you got Jared Hurd. I don't see what you. I just see that one other title fight.
Yeah, I
That's not
forgot.
four, is it?
I forgot. Alberto does have the title. He won the title when he beat Antoine. I forgot about that. But yeah, they said it was 4. I know. Well, that's 3. But that's about all I know. He said, "I heard you have a great story." Oh, he talking about Tommy. Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tommy got a great story. He definitely got a great story.
Yeah, go check Tommy out for sure.
But what's next for your boy Shakur? I mean, do you think he's going to get the Williams Zepeda fight, or you think that Williams Zepeda going to go a different direction?
I don't know what Zepeda gonna do because we talked about this the other day, Free, and you even educated me how that man been the #1 contender for multiple sanctioning bodies, and he don't want to fight nobody. So I have no faith in Williams Zepeda. He got Tevin Farmer problems, and I think Tevin Farmer, gonna come in and do his thing. And I think he gonna make improve because he stopped letting his hands go toward the end, but he got a knockdown and everything. And Tevin Farmer don't even hit that hard. If you look at his knockouts, he don't got that many knockouts, and he drops Zepeda. But I mean, I can't worry about Shakur needs to focus on his hands, getting his hands together, and then go and trying to get a fight or whatever. Because I don't think Zepeda's next. He got Tevin Farmer problems. He got to deal with Tevin Farmer, and the way he didn't deal with Tevin Farmer very well last time, so he got a lot of stuff he need to clean up.
I think he's going to stop Tevin Farmer this fight. I think he's going to stop him this fight because he knows what Tevin Farmer is about now, and he knows how he has to approach him. I think it's going to be a different outcome this fight. But the whole thing with Shakur, if he does get the Williams Zepeda fight next, let's say he does get that fight next, I don't think we will ever see a Tank Davis versus Shakur, because I think Shakur going to go into that fight and he's going to injure his hand even worse, because Williams Zepeda is a guy that you can't come in there and be pillow fisted with. He's going to put the pressure on Shakur the entire fight. What's going on, GD? He's going to put the pressure on Shakur the entire fight, and Williams Zepeda throws a lot of punches.
Right.
I think we saw Shakur injure his hand with his last opponent, Josh Padley. It doesn't look good for Shakur in the future. It doesn't look good for him in the future.
I hope he can rectify that issue, Free, because I would hate to see him. People, what did BBO call him? D Rose? Who called him D Rose of boxing? I was like, damn, that's cold, man. But I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, I just don't see it ending well for Shakur, because he has a problem with his hands, and he's known for being a defensive fighter. Well, in order for you to be a defensive fighter, you got to be able to keep people off you.
Right.
And with you having brittle hands and not being able to keep somebody off of you, it's not going to end well, especially if you move up to the bigger weight class. Because we already heard his grandfather say that he's not going to be at 35 too much longer. So you going up to 140 and you got hand problems? No, I just don't.
mean,
I
his
don't see
hand
it in the
problems is
well for him.
liable to be worse than Mayweather's. We got to wait and see. But I said his hand problem might be worse than Mayweather's. Like,
Yeah, because his grandfather said they was injured for the last 7 fights.
Yeah.
Now he just re-injured it again.
Yep.
So if you've been having hand problems for 7 fights, hey, I don't know.
I mean, if you go back 7 fights and look at his 7 fights, how many years is that? That's a couple years, ain't it?
Yeah, that's at least that's going back to when he first got to 130.
That's
If you
what I'm
go back
saying.
7 fights, that goes back to when he first got to 130.
I mean, he still ended boy with a body shot, but Shakur needs to focus on health. You know, I don't want to hear BVO calling him Kawhi Leonard and D Rose and stuff like that. That's whack. I don't want that for him. But I mean, if his hands is like that, then it is what it is.
Oh
That's
my God,
exactly what it is.
this nigga Tommy says Shakur hand bones are made of Cool Ranch Doritos.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah,
I hate that for Shakur, man. But a lot of people, like this brother's in the chat right now, that say he capping. GD said he don't want no parts of Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? And people are watching Shakur hard, man.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, that fight with Keyshawn is out the window. Who else knows how bad Shakur has more than Keyshawn? They like brothers. He knows everything about Shakur. That's out the window. He's never fighting Keyshawn. That's never happening. He fight Keyshawn. Keyshawn know that Shakur can't press the gas on him. He knows that without a fact.
Yeah.
He can't press the gas on him. So Keyshawn is going to step on the gas on Shakur. He knows that Shakur can't hit hard.
I don't like all
Not
this.
not saying that he can't hit hard as far as power, as far as hit hard and actually wanted to have power because of the problems that he had with his hand. If he hits too hard, he's going to re-injure his hand. So Keyshawn knows that. He's going to step on the gas on Shakur. Shakur's never fighting Keyshawn. Never. You might as well count that out.
I don't want to see I don't want to see him go in there and hurt his hands against Tank and quit on a stool or that's going to be ugly. And if I was Shakur, I would not fight that fight unless they make you an offer that you can't refuse. That's different, but I mean, it's not looking good for Shakur with these hand injuries, bro. Hopefully Floyd can put him on and he can fix that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm going on the record. I'm right there with Josh Sanders. I'm going on record right now. If Keyshawn and Shakur fight, Keyshawn stops Shakur.
Well,
he stops Shakur.
Brother Tommy said word is that Shakur slept Keyshawn by accident in sparring.
I mean that they
make a choice.
That he did very well could have, but that was sparring. It's going to be a totally different thing when you got 8-ounce gloves on. When you got those 16-ounce gloves, you got a little more security. You got a little more confidence. You got 16-ounce gloves on. You got a headgear on. You got a little more confidence when you in sparring. So a lot of these guys show out a little bit more because they got a little more security. But when you in that ring with 8-ounce gloves on or 10-ounce gloves on with no headgear, all that what you did in the sparring, it doesn't really translate to a real fight. It doesn't translate to a real fight because we heard that plenty of times. We heard what's his boy Blair the Flair.
Yeah,
he quote unquote supposed to be the sparring king in Philly. That's what he say. I don't know how true it is. That's what he say.
He tough though.
I mean, we saw him be AB, but that's an AB that's nowhere near the AB that was
AB
once on top.
Focused. AB would have beat him up.
Yeah, what's going on, GP?
GP, but
GP, you made it up to NY yet?
Hey, GP going to the fight, ain't he?
I don't know if he's going to the fight, but I know he's supposed to be going to the meet and greet. Yeah. So I mean, this fight this weekend Looking like it's going to be a real show. It's looking like a lot of people is going to turn out, and it's going to be a big event. Now, will it be on the same level of what we saw this past Saturday? Because, like I said, even though I say this card that the card Saturday wasn't the fight card of the century, it still was a very good fight card. It was
It
a
was
very good
solid.
fight card.
Yeah, it was solid.
So, will we see that same type of entertainment that we saw from that fight card in this fight card?
I would say yes.
I'm gonna say for sure in the last two fights. Don't not necessarily know about the other ones. I don't necessarily know. Now I think the Alberto versus Sandor. I think that can be a boxing match. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be a knockout fight.
Firefighting, yeah.
I think it's going to be a boxing match. But we very well could see this fight card. I'm gonna let y'all know something. This fight card has the potential if Sandor Martin or Alberto can get a knockout. This fight
Mm.
card could very well have the potential of every single fight ended in a knockout.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I could see J Rock getting knocked out by this dude that he's about
I
to fight.
can't even believe he's back in there at it. But shout out J
No, I
Rock.
could this dude that he's about to fight, the dude that he's about to fight just knocked out the dude that Jared Hurd is about to fight on Saturday.
That
He
Tilly's
just
got
knocked
it.
him up. But I can see J Rock getting knocked out. I can see Jared Hurd getting stopped. I can see um the co-main ending in a knockout, and I definitely see the main event ending in a knockout. The only one that I don't know of is the Alberto
Sandor.
versus Sandor.
Yeah,
I don't know how
Sandor.
that one. I don't know how that ends. I think Alberto will win, but I don't know if he's going to win by knockout or if he's going to win by decision. But I believe Alberto is going to win. But if he does knock out
Brother
Sandor
Tommy
Martin,
got Pulo winning too. Puyo
yeah,
winning.
if he does win by knockout, no, this card very well could have every single fight end by knockout, and this
I'm
will
gonna
be the
still rock
first.
with Sandor on that.
No, if that does happen, that will be the first time that I can ever remember that every single fight ended in a knockout.
I would love to see that, man. I ain't gonna cap, but I'm gonna rock
I,
with Sandor Martin on that.
I'm
But
not rocking with
Puyo.
Sandor Martin. I ain't never rock with him. I ain't rocking with him. No. The only reason why Sandor Martin got any airplay is because of what he did to
Theo,
Mikey Garcia. And
Mikey, yeah.
Mikey was on his way out the door. Mikey hadn't fought since he lost to daggone Earl Spence. He hasn't fought since he lost to Earl Spence. He got in there with Sandor and got beat up by Sandor. And then that's when everybody
Didn't
gave Sandor
Sandor beat
praise.
up Theo too? But they snaked
Well,
him.
I ain't gonna say he beat him up, but he did enough to win. They just didn't give him the win.
Yeah,
He won that fight, in my opinion. He won that fight, but they didn't give him the win.
yeah.
Now he
He
did
did.
drop T.O.
He
He did drop T.O.
yeah.
He did.
I mean, I think he beat him up a little bit. I think he put hands on him, but even like brother Josh said that he embarrassed him. He had T.O. questioning himself. That's a fact.
Yeah, he dropped T.O. in that fight, and like I said, he won, in my opinion, and the opinion of a lot of people, Sandor won that fight. That's
Yeah.
why T.O. was like,
I
"Do I
think
still got it?"
I have to look through my phone, but I think I had Sandor winning 7-5.
Yeah, that's why T.O. looked in the camera. Well, he looked back at his father, and the camera was on him, and he was like, "Do I still got it?"
No, I mean, I can't wait to he get whooped on. But I mean, these fights, I know people are going to say, how you gonna have J Rock and Jared Hurd on the card? Only three fights I truly care about is the Sandor Martin Pulo fight, the Gary Antoine and Rayo, and the Tank fight. Them other two fights I can care less about, but there's some other stuff on here. You got Gio Lopez.
He
Um,
said Tommy said he had T.O. win that fight. I
that's
thought
cool.
I thought Sandor won that fight.
It's a bunch of DMV kids on this card. I see.
Yeah, of
Isn't
course they're
Nasheed
going.
Smith? Isn't he from the DMV area?
Who?
Nasheed Smith and
I
Tariq
don't
Green ain't them DMV boys? I could have sworn they were
I don't
DMV
know.
boys.
I never heard of Nasheem Smith before. I
I
never
heard of
heard of
him.
him.
I heard
He
of him.
could very well be.
Let me
I
see.
mean, it could be a lot of guys from the Baltimore and DC area on this card
Yeah.
because that's the main event. The main event is DC versus Baltimore, or it's supposed to be DC versus Baltimore.
Yeah.
So it very well could be from either Baltimore or DC. He said Josh Sanders.
Yeah.
The
Nasheed
fake
Smith is
over
from Washington,
continues.
D.C.
Okay. His career, the more he gets in birth. Yeah. I don't even know what's next for that dude T.O. I don't even know what's next for him.
He cooks.
He pretty much is irrelevant at this point. And that's hard to say when you're a champion and people really ain't even checking for you.
Like checking
nobody's
for him
asking
for all the wrong reasons, though. That's the problem.
like nobody's asking when is T.O. getting in the ring again or
That's
who's
true.
his next opponent.
That's
Nobody's
true.
asking that.
They
Nobody's
just worried
looking for
about what
T.O.
he
to get back in the
said.
ring. They just worried about what else did he say? Stupid.
His antics, yeah.
But
I mean, you got some
nobody.
DMV boys on here, man. I ain't mad at it. I mean, he got Nasheed Sugar Smith is he's 20-9, I believe. Am I right? Is he? I seen this boy fight. No, he's 4-0. He's 4-0. He's 4-0.
I'm about to say 20 and 9, and I never heard of it.
I was looking at something. He a young boy from DC. I seen him on YouTube sparring or whatever.
Oh,
That's how I
okay.
remember him. But
I might have seen him. I gotta look at his face. I might have seen him. Matter of
he's
fact,
from out there. He's from DC. So again, I like the way that it's a DMV card. Shout out to all them young boys about to get paydays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like Turkey giving out those big paydays anymore.
I mean, I don't know. BVO, posted the purses, and man, some of them boys is getting paid, man.
Nah, I mean, if you consider 500,000 getting paid.
I mean, for somebody that never made 100K, I mean, you got some guys on there that, I mean, 500K for the most people is life-changing money. If you give anybody, us or in the chat, 500K, that'll change your life. So I don't know how.
No, we talking about boxing industry. We're not talking about civilians. We're talking boxing.
Some of them boxers ain't, they ain't making that kind of bread though.
Well, no, what I'm saying is when they say Turkey's giving out purses, they were talking about millions of dollars. Like Shakur got 2.1. He got an easy fight. He made 2.1, but that's less than what he made his last fight. Where was the purses at? Where these big bag purses that everybody claiming that Turkey is giving out? I don't know what BVO doing. He said Northeast DC repping. Yeah, they definitely repping for sure. I'm looking at the fight card. So we got Tank Davis. What's going on, Cross? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm back. I had a business call, man. I was cooking, man. Hey, I think this, like I said, I think this card is going to be much better than what people is thinking, man. I think everybody going to come to do their thing. I know somebody was talking trash and they feeling themselves a little too much. El Rayo, man, I don't know, but this might be the wrong time for El Rayo to be feeling a little too super confident. When I got, one of my favorite guys at 140, he said, listen, he come with a chip on his shoulder. So you think I'm coming in here and go through this for another loss? He said, no, it's time for me to get busy. Hey, he coming to whoop ass. He coming to whoop ass, man. Rayo looks ready. I don't know if he's ready for what's going to be coming to him, though. I hear what y'all saying, this, that. He ain't going to be able to neutralize Gary with that jab, man. Gary got too much good movement. He can move on angles. He ain't got the move coming straight forward. What y'all talking about? Do y'all watch boxing or do y'all be hating? Do y'all be watching boxing or do y'all be hating? That's first and foremost. You know, we talk boxing for real. We know what we talking about. We know the sport. We did it. We done it and all that stuff, all right? But, man, y'all think El Rayo's just going to be getting that jab off like that? Gary going to be slipping, going right on left flank, right flank, and go right upstairs, downstairs, upstairs on him. I'm telling you, he going to go hyena mode on him. Just the way I like it, man. I'm glad that I'm going to see him in the ring, and hopefully he stay busy a couple fights a year, because I've been waiting, because a lot of people got to impress me, because I still think he's really one of the main guys to be that 140, in my honest opinion. Y'all got to rebuttal. Y'all tell me, get somebody in the ring that's really going to stop him, because I really got him beaten. A lot of those guys. He's always been one of my favorites right there. You know what I mean? So if I was to come with a Mount Rushmore of that weight class, his head is definitely on it. His head is definitely on it. I probably would put as far as skill wise, I put Hitchens up there because he got skills. Let me see, Antoine, Hitchens, other two, maybe not Aurelio. It's kind of rough, but them two definitely would be on the Mount Rushmore for that weight class right now. You know what I mean? Definitely, they impressed me a lot. They two of the best skilled guys, in my opinion, at the weight class. But Antoine coming to do his damn thing Saturday, so I'm expecting him to show up and show out. And like he said, he got a chip on his damn shoulder. He not coming to play no games. He said he not playing no games no more. He tired of hearing what everybody's talking about. I'm tired of not seeing him kick butt enough, so hopefully he's gonna start kicking some butt. You know what I mean? So that's what I got on that, man. So yeah, that's a good fight. Sandor Martin and Fulio. That one right there. To me, that's a pick 'em fight. It's kind of 50-50 in a way, but if I'm going to lean towards somebody, I'm gonna take Fulio. I know Sandor Martin got kind of a slickish type of thing to him, but I don't know if it's gonna be slick enough for Fulio. I could be wrong, but that's really gonna be a good fight too. So nothing else is the sleep on, you haters. Don't sleep on it. All right, don't sleep on it. All those bouts is going to be nice. Definitely going to be nice. I don't know what's going to happen to him, but
what about J-Rock?
Oh, J-Rock, man, my Philly brethren.
Yeah.
Very good guy. Met him a couple times. Cool brother, but I
Very
think
good guy.
his best days is over for him. I really think so. So I'm wishing him the best, man. Am I favoring him to win? No, I'm really not favoring him to win, but I'm hoping that he wins. You know what I mean? But yeah, salute to J-Rock, man. But they all gonna be good bouts. Prize and D3 and everybody in the chat, they all gonna be good fights. So anybody that's down playing the card and all that, I ain't trying to hear none of that nonsense. And I can't wait for the day where y'all can stop saying that name Turkey, because that day is coming. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And y'all Lord Savior, your excellence, would be no longer in existence. It's coming. I can't wait for that day. I'm going to have a parade and all that. Call it there and tell them to shut everything down, let everybody get off work and celebrate getting that dude up out of here, because he ain't doing nothing and don't want to do anything for American boxing. You knuckleheads. So y'all like being on. Y'all like being told to. Y'all like having somebody over your head that you got to look up to and say, "Sire, how dare you?" We don't do that over here. We ain't looking up to nobody, calling them no sire, messiah, your excellent. They can get an excellent football kick. That's what they can get with that nonsense. We ain't doing that over here. But I wish y'all the best with y'all mind state. We will give y'all a pill to heal your ill one of these days. I don't know.
Hey, Crush, isn't it in free too for both of y'all? Doesn't it feel good that the fights are actually going to start at 8 p.m. this weekend? I
Yes.
mean, it just makes me feel like I'm home again. And Tank just showed y'all what he can do when he pull up to New York City. So if you got the right talent on the card, then everything don't got to be in Riyadh season because I don't know, man. I woke up last weekend and I said, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get some food, I'm gonna do what I need to do. And then I'm telling everybody, yeah, I'm watching the fights tonight, yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, my phone started going crazy. And my private chat, my brothers is like, yo, fights about to start. Now it's like 11:30. I'm like, what? And man, I turned the fights on and boom, there they was. I'm like, I don't know where my antennas was, but I definitely forgot that the fights were starting early. It just feels so good. And I feel like I'm getting back to reality just to have us start the fights at 8, 9 o'clock. We be done by 12, 1 o'clock, like anybody else, so that feels good for me, but I'm not, like I said, like I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out with Turkey. I don't know what's his game plan and what's he up to, but he done did some sucker ish a couple times, but I'm gonna still give him a chance because he did put together a solid card. And after this card is over, Monday we'll be able to compare which was better. 'Cause I know a lot of people's going, they want Riyadh season. They don't want it. A lot of fans don't want it, and I understand where they coming from, but I'm just
Yeah,
happy that the joint's at 9 o'clock free. I don't even know what else to say. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
it's feeling like a typical fight weekend when we actually get the fights at prime time hours, man, and we get to enjoy it with people. We can sit back, sip some brew, get some buffalo wings and something, have BBO mixes up one of those you know, banana pies. I don't know something. You know what I mean, but yeah, it feels good because when those fights come on early and then they over, um, like 5 or 6 o'clock, then we have nothing to look forward to that night. Of course, we could do family night and all that, but we do family night damn near every night. So yeah, so it's good to have boxing coming on at its rightful time. You know what I mean? So go ahead to the stores, your liquor store, the grocery store, and get your care package for your party because it's going to be a party. I know some of you guys going to have a hate party. Good. Spend your money. Good. Do that. And I know the supporters and the fans is going to be doing their thing for the ones who will be watching the fight, no matter if they paying for it or streaming it. I'm paying for it. It don't matter to me. But we going to enjoy it. We got something to look at. And like I said, man, they sleeping on this fight card. And I think this fight card is going to sign, is sealed, and it's going to deliver us a nice 4 night of boxing. I think that every card is going to be, every fight on that card is going to be nice.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just happy
yeah.
that it starts on time like it normally like it should. But go ahead, Free. What you got next?
No, I was gonna say, let's play a little devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
Um, what do y'all see outside of a lucky punch? What do y'all see Lamont Roach being able to do to beat Tank Davis? I'm gonna start with you, Prize.
I mean, that's an uphill battle for anybody, but he's gonna have to be laser sharp, bro. He's gonna have to be sharp. He shouldn't take the risk that he normally does in other fights because that's gonna get him clipped. Now Lamont's gonna have to be perfect for 12 rounds because I don't see him getting hurt. I don't think that he can. I mean, he probably could hurt Tank, but I mean, let's be honest. Tank they've been there with some big punches, and people don't like. I know y'all like to hate on Tank, and I know I'd be critical of Tank too. But Tank can take a punch, bro. He can actually take a punch. So if Lamont come in there and hit him with his best, and Tank walk through it, then it's a wrap. But Lamont got to be laser focused. He has to be in shape. He has to be ready to go 12, and he has to be ready to hit and not get hit. If he can do all, he has to be perfect. He has to be 99%. He has to be damn near perfect. If he's not damn near perfect, he can't win. And that's no knock on Lamont. Like I know I'm a fan of yours, brother Lamont. But I just don't. If I'm gonna be a realist, I don't think you can beat this. I don't think you can win this fight. But every fighter has a chance, but I just don't think Lamont will do it. But if to answer Free's question, he's gonna have to be 100% laser focused. He's gonna have to play that game of hit and not get hit, which I don't think he can do.
Uh,
Crush, what you got?
well, Tank Davis to me, is just one of those guys that simply, it's not really a blueprint for him, in my opinion. Now, what he can do to win is just do the right things at the right time and be in the right place. That's all I can say, because far as saying outboxing him, I don't see him outboxing, because Tank is a better boxer, overall skill. We know there's a difference in the IQ level. Not saying that Lamont has a very low IQ, because he doesn't, but he doesn't have the same IQ as a Tank Davis. So it won't be as a rough as a mystery of chess boxing, but it whatever's going to happen is going to take place. But like I said, for Lamont, everything got to be right. Right punch, right place, right time, right pressure, and everything. As far as everything else, I can't see him doing everything else or try to out hustle him. That's it. And like Pride said, that's a whole lot. We talking about Lamont doing this against a guy who is simply a rare talent and skill. He's really one of those special guys. No matter if you want to take it in or not, but that's what the reality is. He's really one of those guys, special, very special.
God gifted, what I like to call it.
Yes, not the same skill or light, but he's blessed. He's ungodly gifted, like a Floyd, like a Roy Jones, a Oscar De La Hoya, a Sweet. He's one of those guys.
He's one of them ones. Yep.
Period. And it's hard to beat guys like that. It really is. So you have to be special, or everything got to just be in that person's side working for him that night, because that man, he can be beat, but that's a hard guy to beat. Everybody can be beat, but that don't mean that the possibility is always going to be possible without ruling out impossible. You get it? That's boxing 101, you knuckleheads.
And you right in the mofo today, Crush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike gonna have to be he gonna have to be perfect, dog. And that's hard to do when you got somebody with a A+ IQ. And listen, I know y'all. Listen, I'm very critical of Tank, but I also know talent when I see it. And
All right.
And I just think he's too talented, bro. I think like how when Earl went in there, not 100% against Danny Garcia, but Earl's talent is a lot better than Danny Garcia. Well, I'm a huge fan of Danny Garcia. And shout out to Danny. He was real. I met them in person. Him and his father are really good people in person. But Earl's talent overwhelmed Danny. And I just think that Tank's talent will overwhelm just pretty much anybody unless he go do something crazy. But I just think Tank talent and we're gonna see why there's levels to this, but I think Lamont gonna be game, and I think if Lamont can come in here and do good and not get knocked out and just do good, he'll be back, and I think he'll be back anyway. You know.
All right.
Real quick. I got a question because I just need to be educated. Now, if Lamont goes in here, let's say he gets sparked out in 3-4 rounds, isn't he still the 130-pound champion? That's okay. So he has a belt to go back to. He's in a win-win situation, dog. But go ahead, Free.
Yeah. So the thing that I see with Lamar Roach, in order for him to win this fight, he has to be, for one, on his A game, and he has to be defensive as well as offensive. He has to keep Tank at the end of his punches. Keep Tank out of range. You can't let Tank get in range to be able to land a big shot. He gotta be effective with his jab, and he has to use his footwork educatedly, not just going out there just moving a lot, because that's going to wear your energy down. It's going to make you easy pickers for the later round. But he got to be able to make Tank Davis has to reset and not just throwing, because Tank don't like to waste shots. So you make Tank have to reset so he doesn't throw a shot, because Tank, like I said, he doesn't like to waste shot. Also, you can never do the same thing twice. You can't do the same thing twice. You landed a good overhand right. Don't go right back to that overhand right, because Tank Davis is waiting to see you do the same thing twice. He saw the opening. He didn't take it the first time. You do it again, he going to take the shot. You do it again, he going to take the shot. So you got to keep Tank guessing on your rhythm. You can't have a rhythm that Tank can pick up on. You got to make it where Tank can't pick up on your rhythm. because once he picks up on your rhythm, he knows what you're about to do. He's going to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. So you got to make him keep guessing what your rhythm is. That's the only way I see Lamont being able to outpoint Tank. I don't think he would knock Tank out because Tank got an ironclad chin. He's only got 10 knockouts. His knockout ratio is only 40%. So I don't think he would knock Tank Davis out, but I think he can outpoint him if he can do those things. Keep Tank Davis out of range, keep him on the end of your jab, being able to use your footwork at times when you need to, and keep Tank guessing on your rhythm where he can't pick up on the rhythm. That's the only way I see him being able to win that fight.
And with Free said all of that, that means Lamont got to be pretty much 99.9% perfect almost. Like,
Yeah.
he has to be perfect, bro. Because, like I said, if you like Free he just educated y'all. Y'all smash the like button. D Free just told y'all. If you do the same thing more than one time, his IQ is 100. If we playing Madden, Tank is 100 IQ. His IQ is 100. He will pick up on that quickly and make you pay. And you might pay. It might be a devastating payment to your account if you let Tank figure you out, especially quick. And this is what I like about Tank. Well, he know you can't hurt him. He don't care if he get hit. He walks straight to you and punish you. You know, I mean, Frank Martin had some good success. I mean, hell, Rolly had a little bit of success, but when he touch you, man, people just don't react good, man. That's my only thing. And Lamont went down by Jamel Herring, and I know Jamel Herring was Lamont was a little young in that fight, but nevertheless, I mean, if they crack him like that, he might not get back up.
Hey,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I tell you
I
something.
mean, what'd you say, Cross?
I tell you something real quick before you go into the next thing. I was be playing the depressor in my mind, man, and I'm real good with watching body language and everything, man. And this dude, he Tank, actually his eyes just like shifted into like a demon, bro. And I'm looking at him like the way he was looking at this guy, like, you know, I'm really like, you know, ain't nothing personal. I'm really about to really like do something real vicious to you, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, and it's like the whole time he's sizing him up. I'm like, is they paying attention to the way he's looking at this dude? He was going in and out of his demon mode. And like he said, I'm a demon. And he means that. And he's going to treat Lamont like Lamont is a demon. No matter if he know he got a bird in the hand or not. He's coming to set an impression, not just on Lamont, on all you haters, to let you know when your favorite fighters step up, this is what they got coming. And some. Kid, he's dangerous, man. Until somebody makes him less dangerous than what he is, I ain't got too many dudes messing with him. He's in Mamba mode. Really in Mamba mode. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's gifted, man, and I know a lot of y'all, and even me, we critical of him, but I still think he's God gifted. I still think he's the goods. I just want to see him in there with certain kind of fighters. I want to see him have to go in his toolbox, like, you know what I mean, and pull out some tools like he did against Pitbull when he had one hand. He dug deep in his toolbox, you know.
Yeah.
Against I know people say, oh, it's 100 years ago when he fought what's the boy name? Damn, slipped my mind. The boy that Floyd threw him in there. They think he was an underdog. Oh my God, what's his name? Free. He was an
Oh, you
underdog.
talking about Pedraza?
Pedraza, yeah, you know, he dug in his toolbox, bro. You know, and I just think that I think he is the goods, but I just want to see him be pushed by another solid fighter. But
you know what the vibe I got in this last press conference? The vibe that I got was the same vibe that I got with the Frank Martin fight. Like the way Tank was talking to Frank Martin is the same way he was talking to Lamont Roach. It was like they cool, but and Tank said it. They was like, how are you going to be able to separate that, even though y'all got history and y'all go way back? He was like, man, that doesn't matter to me. When I go in there, it's about business. And it was the same thing with Frank Martin. He's cool with Frank Martin and Earl Spence and all that, but it was about business. And that's the same vibe I got. He was nonchalant when it came to Frank Martin. He was pretty much nonchalant in his last press conference. And he's like, man, y'all already know what it's going to be. I'm gonna have to go into demon mode. It is what it is. And I got that same vibe. It's like I think Lamont Roach is going to have success early, but I think Tank going to realize that Lamont Roach can't hurt him, and he's going to step on the gas. And I don't know if Lamont is able to take the pressure. I haven't seen Lamont Roach be put in the pressure situation that Tank Davis is going to put him in. So I don't know if he can. I mean, if he does, then he will answer a lot of questions that a lot of people have with Lamont Roach.
Mm-hmm.
But if he can't, he's going to end up like a lot of Tank Davis opponents. He could be sitting flat on his back.
Yeah, I think he will have a little bit success, and that's where I think it goes wrong for him at. You know, because he's not. I don't think that he can hurt Tank, bro. And that's no knock on Lamont Roach, because again, I'm a fan of Lamont Roach, but I just don't think he can hurt Tank, man. I just don't think he can hurt him, and I think that's the downfall of the fight.
But you know what, Bryce?
Go ahead.
With that being said, I'm making short because I know D3 about to cook on it. Still, with that being said, no matter if he got a 40% knockout ratio and 10 knockouts, that doesn't mean that he's not capable of stopping this man. It don't take a whole lot of pressure. Like what people don't understand, a lot of Tank stoppages, he don't even be using his power. Y'all really think y'all seen him use his power to his max? Then you don't know what you watching. It's all about punch placement, people. Punch placement. Right time, punch placement. That's the minimum amount of pressure. Anybody can fall. He can hit Tank anywhere in the region where it takes off your equilibrium. It can happen, pillow fisted or not. But see, you got to be an educated puncher to do that. That's where your IQ is mixed with your punch placement, people. So it can happen, and I like Tank mindset. Even though he got a granted chin, but you know what? He's very humble. And basically, that's what he's saying when he said he's fair. That he's basically saying, no matter what I'm working with, I'm still gonna be humble until I throw these damn hands.
What's going on, Marky Dan?
You know, so that's a good mindset, and I think that comes with maturity too. You know, you at the top like that, and you know people just waiting for you to lose. So you do the right things that you need to do to make sure that don't happen. And one way about that is being confident, but being very humble. And one thing about a dangerous, humble person that makes him even more dangerous. Go ahead, D3.
Yeah. I mean, like Tank Davis he's one of those guys that you have to make him respect you. I think that is going to be the only fighter that has a chance to actually be able to beat Tank Davis, because Tank Davis is going to respect their power. And it's going to take a big puncher to hit Tank Davis with something to make him say, okay, you know what? I can't do that. And you got to make Tank Davis change up. And Tank Davis, because he's so gifted, you have to make Tank Davis change up a couple of times, because he could change up once and still be a better fighter than you. You have to make him change up multiple times to where he said, dang, nothing that I'm doing is working. Yeah. And I don't know if we have a fighter in his division right now that's going to make him do that.
Yeah. I don't even think there's people in 140 that can make him do it. But what do I know? I think he's that good. I mean, you can say you can do this to him, you can do that to him, but nobody ain't able to do it to him. Then they'll start questioning his resume, and I'll resort back to Crush. Ain't nobody really for real done nothing for real.
Now, I want to say this. I mean, I know we have trainer of the year and stuff like that, but I want to say I believe Tank Davis might have the best training team in all of boxing.
Yeah.
His team, not just the head trainer. I'm talking about his overall team. I think he might have the best team in all of boxing.
Yeah.
Because either one of his trainers can be a lead trainer on anybody's corner. He got Calvin Ford and Barry Hunter. And that's and nobody talks a lot about Kenny Ellis. Kenny Ellis is a heck of a trainer as well.
Yeah.
He's just more so assistant trainer because Calvin Ford is the head trainer, and now he got Barry Hunter as a head trainer. So he takes the role as an assistant trainer, but he's a heck of a trainer.
Could be a lead. He could be a lead in anybody, just about any one of the young boys.
Yeah. And the assistant to Barry Hunter, Boogie. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he do have a hell of a team. Just like I like the team that Bud Crawford had. He has a good team.
Yep.
Yeah. Crawford got
I
a good
think
team
Booth
too.
has a good team. I think the Ennis family is a good
Yeah,
boxing family.
I think Crawford has a good team, but he only has one head trainer. The other guy, he's an assistant trainer. He's good at his job. He's a good assistant trainer. But I mean Crawford doesn't have two trainers. He doesn't have two guys that can be a head trainer. He has one guy that's a head trainer. So Crawford has a heck of a team. Don't get me wrong. He has a heck of a team. But when we say you match team for team, I don't think nobody has the team that Tank Davis has.
Yeah,
I think everybody is pretty much, they have one trainer, then they have assistant, and then they have all these other people. Tank Davis literally has 3 trainers in his corner every night.
And they all can be a lead trainer in some in fights. Another fighter's corner.
And they all had been head trainer. Even Kenny was head trainer in one of his fights. So they all didn't have their piece, man. So
hey, Lamont Senior even said it. Lamont Senior said, "Man, it's like 2 against 1." He said, "But I'm up for the task."
Right.
He said he got both these dudes. He's like, "Man, I gotta go get both of them. One see one thing, another one see something else." I'm like, man, I got a task in front of me.
Yeah, definitely got a task.
But we about to get up out of here. We're going on. What's 9:10? Yeah, we about to get up out of here. I'm about to get ready to take my wife to work. I appreciate everybody that came through.
Yeah.
Everybody that catch this on the playback, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And also we will be back tomorrow. I mean, we're gonna be back tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. Well, Friday we might not be back Friday, but we definitely will be back tomorrow and Saturday. Yeah, we definitely will be back tomorrow.
And shout out to Raycon. Shout out to the my bad, Fareed. Shout out to the sponsors, RayconGlobal.com.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon everyday earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit RayconGlobal.com. That's RayconGlobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, before we go, man, we really appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all check us out Saturday. We will know some. We'll let you guys know we rocking out tomorrow, but I definitely will be rocking out for coffee and donuts for grown-ups. And it's open topic, man. I'm gonna be doing Freestyle Friday, so make sure y'all come through for Freestyle Friday on Coffee Donuts for Grown-ups. If Prize is up, I'm bringing him up with me. Hey, we really appreciate y'all, man. Salute to the whole chat out there. We see y'all out there. Clan C, man, Ruffin, everybody that came through.
Shout out Smoke Session.
The Sports Talk Network. Yo, Pop, salute to you, man. And once again, happy anniversary, bro. And we are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We will see y'all guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching BVO. And if you're down with BVO, subscribe, and join the community. Have a great night. Ladies and gentlemen.